Good afternoon, everyone. It is the 4th of October, and we continue on up. That 5-day moving average is starting to flatten itself out and rise here. Now we've got a nice rally up to 572 in the SPY. We are approaching back those all-time highs again in the S&P, and we're above a 20-day moving average, 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average, above all the appropriate volume-weighted average prices. And now we're back above the 5-day moving average that's starting to rise. So overall, we are now bullish. And if you're looking to get involved in the SPY, probably not worth getting involved all the way up here. Maybe wait for a bit of a pullback on Monday morning, back to that volume-weighted average price for the day, and then getting involved. But generally, we are on trend alignment across multiple time frames now, and yeah, we are back to a bullish state unless the 5-day moving average starts to break down again. Same in the Qs, we are back up above that 5-day moving average. 50 starting to rise now, 20 starting to rise. This is just turned around in the space of a day. We finished strong here at the end of the day, ended up at 487. We slightly broke the high of the day. Um, and yeah, again, above a rising 5-day moving average, and hopefully we kind of get up and break this resistance up here at 493. That would be the next level of interest if we can get up there. Semiconductors did well today. Started off a bit rocky, pulled right back to the pull back to pretty much this band of resistance here at 244ish, and then pull back up and gain their volume weighted average price for the day. And we're above a 5-day moving average, which is kind of flat and starting to rise here, and we will be for the next little while. 50 and 20 are rising again. We're above a 200, bullish as always. Unfortunately, XBI hasn't done such a great job. It pulled back to that trend line again today, and it's building in, consolidating. So we'll hold here for hopefully in the next little while we build a higher high and we break this 5-day moving average. um, and we can look to get involved here, and hopefully then we get back up to this 103 level as a potential break. But right now it's still consolidating and it needs a bit more time. It's not one to buy. Russell 2000 gapped up and finished strong here again today. It's back above that 5-day moving average. We do have a declining 50 in here with a rising 20, so we'd still have a bit of a some confusion here in the market of which way it's going to go. It's making, this is a trend of higher highs and higher lows on the daily time frame, and it looks like we may have potentially broken that. But with all the SPY, the Qs, and the SMH looking so bullish, give the Russell 2000 a little bit more time here. XLE continues on up. It's done well. It's broken above the moving averages. It's back up above that 5. It hasn't given us an option to pull back unless you were looking at it on Wednesday. Ever since then, it's gone upwards and upwards. That is energy reacting on the whole world news that's going on when it comes to those types of things. Financials made a break towards that all-time high again today. It got up and run. It's looking good. We're back above that 5-day moving average. I'm personally not going to get involved in the financials. It would need a significant pullback for me to get involved. But generally, they're back bullish again. We're above all the appropriate moving averages, and yeah, it's we are back on top after a few days of kind of a negative looking market. Things are shaping up quite well. There's going to be a lot of potential trade ideas Monday, so let's hope it's not some sort of big trap, and we go from there. NVDA, I got involved here today. I got involved here on the open and then got stopped out. I actually did get back involved here around 122 here, as it broke above the volume weighted average price for the day. On the shorter term time frame, I got him back involved here. So let me just dip this down to a 1 minute so we can see what happened for the day. So initially, as the day started out, looked like we had a pretty strong gap reversal. I got involved up here when I thought that we would just reclaim the volume weighted average price for the day. Unfortunately, I got stopped out here at 123 for a small loss, and I'm glad I did, because otherwise I would have had to ride through this 3-point sell off down to 121 before then it regained the volume weighted average price for the day. Now I didn't buy here because it was already overstretched when it got here, but when it pulled back to the volume weighted average price for the in the afternoon, well, early to late morning, depending on what time zone you're in, I then rebought on the volume weighted average price for the day around 123.50. Now we closed up at 124.50. Sorry, we closed the day up here at 124. I took a third off up here at 124.95 for a just reduce some risk over the weekend here, and hopefully on Monday morning this continues on up. We do have a rising 5-day moving average on that shorter term time frame. It's starting to rise beautifully. We may get a bit of a pullback, but I'm hoping we gap up and run. That's all. Obviously I'm holding a bit of risk over the weekend, and that's what I hope. Still above the rising 50 and 20, and we seem to be good to go. Meta took off today, do extremely strong all the way up. If you got involved there, know where your stops are. We'll have a quick look at Bitcoin before we close for the weekend. Bitcoin has made a bit of a recovery here. What we'll do, we'll change this time frame here to a 2 hour, so we get an average of the last 5 day moving average or 5 session moving average, right up against that 5 session moving average, right there. That's where we bounced off against. So looking for a little bit of consolidation if you're looking to get involved. Maybe look for a pullback down to that 61.5 level, and then get involved on the high above the flat to rising 5 day moving average. But generally, we do have declining 200, 50s rising, 20s rising. It looks like that's where we potentially bought some buyers. Generally, Bitcoin's looking like get up and go here, and maybe this is the start of the end of the year rally. Who knows? Let's see what the charts are telling us. Let's see what the market's going to be telling us on Monday. And as always, have a great weekend, and yeah, see you next week.